Hey, welcome back. Another day, another vlog. Good to have you back on this Tuesday. Wow. Okay, it's the last day. As I said to you yesterday, going to be having a week off after this, flying home. I can't do tomorrow's show because basically after I've finished this, done the show, get breakfast, I've got to pack my whole room up into the cupboards, so I won't have anything out. It's going to be gone because I just don't have time on the fly-out day. And then go home. And then hopefully all that works out well. It's COVID. I don't think anyone's got a clue what the hell's going on in the next week, especially in Australia. It's just chaos. Some people like Queensland, they were hearing on the news, only one new case. You go to their website, there's 2 new cases in 24 hours. I have no idea when I'm going to get back, if I'm going to get back, whatever. I'm not going to miss my niece's wedding. Family first, and then I'll work later. That's why I have income protection and all that. If the company I work for, obviously I can't mention their names and never do that. But if 12 years of service, if they're going to shaft me over whatever happens, well, so be it. What can you do? Anyway, we'll find out as we progress. So, look, yesterday after I pushed myself, I fell asleep. I didn't ever fall asleep on my chair editing session, and I was absolutely trashed. I think I rolled off the chair and just crawled into my bed and just went full coma until I woke up and went for my Arvo walk. But I got a heap done. Videos in, ton of editing stuff done on it. I've got to do some more today. Fingers crossed I can get it finished. I may have to and get it rendered. I don't think I'll get it uploaded today, but hopefully I can finish it off, get the music and everything in there, get all that done. It's going to be 2 videos at least. I've edited out and it's about an hour and 5 minutes. I'm going to have to go through and do another quick trim today and see what else I can trim out. But yeah, it's tricky because it's Frenchman's Peak, then Lucky Bay, and then the follow-on from that into Twilight Beach. And there's a heap of amazing photos, and I had to cut a lot out. But I've put in the best ones I could put in the best without... I didn't want to go too small because there was so much I wanted to show you. So I hope you really enjoy it. I'll probably split it over 2 videos, so I'll probably release 1 video, and then because I'm off, or having a week off, I'll put out the second part 2 next Friday, or this Friday. Yeah, so I'll release 1 out as soon as I can get it out. Hopefully it's this week, and then I might do 1 the next Friday. So yeah, we'll do 1 for this week and then 1. That's a better idea, I think. So anyway, so that's all good. So looks really good. The drone footage with the Mini 2 looks amazing. Got some really good stuff out at Twilight Beach. Just some shots I didn't get from previous because there was people, it was middle of the day. This has got the golden hour color. It's got all the stuff you want as a photographer and filmmaker in it. And I think it's come really good. You can see the difference from when I started flying a drone to now. You can see the slow progression, like photography, the slow progression of getting smoother and better with the process. So yeah, I'm getting there. So I hope you do appreciate that. Now, I do have some stuff. I'll just have a quick look on my reminder list. Anker, the Thunderbolt 3. Just take this out. Thunderbolt, or Anker Apex Thunderbolt 4 docking station. Turn this down a bit. Has been released. Looks pretty wild. It's a pretty good bit of kit. Anker's renowned like Zendure, big fans of them. Anker's very much an American-based one, and they've done really well in America. They do have some fantastic products. This looks like, again, not an exception to the rule. This looks like a fairly well-done piece of kit. 12-in-1 Thunderbolt 4 dock. So it's Thunderbolt 4, so super high-speed transfers. Max 90-watt charging for laptop. So it's not the 100-watt charging you'd probably want for the MacBook 16, but still 90 watts, that's pretty good. I think it'd hold it if you're not doing heavy editing. I think you'd probably be able to do like a fairly standard sort of a a charge and let the laptop charge. If you're sort of just sitting there while you're doing other stuff and let it build up, I think it'd easily get your battery up fairly quickly. So 90 watts is pretty good. It'll do a 20 watt power delivery, so that'll be good. So you could do your phone as well and plug that in and get a nice quick charge on your phone. It'll do single 8K, triple 4K display. If you do go check out their website, Anker, you'll see it, and the setup they got is like, oh, hello dream setup. Imagine 4K monitors there, punching out, editing, pretty wild. So that's pretty cool. Two USB-A 3.1 Gen 2s and two USB 2.0s, Ethernet, audio, SD 4.0, beautiful, the latest and greatest, and Thunderbolt 4, so perfect for Apple. That makes a big difference. It'll work with Windows 10 and MacBooks running macOS 11 Big Sur or later, basically, so should be no dramas. If you buy one of these, I don't think you're probably going to be running an old little unit, but if you are, you may just check your software to make sure it is actually going to be compatible for you. Obviously, it's got an SD card slot, and that's good. It's got a 3.5mm aux port. It's got USB-Cs, two HDMIs, yeah, all the good stuff. Now, it'll do, 20 gig file in just 14 seconds. So that's huge. And that's a Thunderbolt 4 that makes a massive difference. Very cool. 120 watt power adapter that comes with it, a 1.2 meter power cord, and a 0.7 of a meter, just under a meter, Thunderbolt 4 cable, $300 US. So look, it's not a cheap unit. It's got if you look at the videos, they talk about an updated heatsink in there, so dissipate all that heat. It's when you put all that data and power through it, obviously it's going to get pretty warm, and that's probably something you don't really think about as a docking station, but when you're starting to put triple 4K TVs and 1 8K in there, plus you're charging your laptop, your phone, and all the SD cards pumping in and out, it's going to suck a fair bit of juice. So look, looks like they've got it switched on, and as well as all that, it actually looks really nice. Nice machined aluminium frame. Very Anker. They do some quality gear, and I'm sure it's not going to be you're not going to have any issues with it, I think. So that's probably it. So go check that out. If you're looking for a new hub, you set up a new office or anything like that, and you want something that you can just plug in and have everything there you can imagine, well, this is the unit that's going to do it. 300, so you're looking probably close to 400 bucks Australian. Again, it's well built. It's going to last you a good 10 years easily. With that technology, you're definitely ahead of the curve. So definitely I would go check that out at Anker. Now, First We Feast. That's my next one I want to talk about. Hot Ones, you would have heard of Hot Ones. You may, I can't remember if I have talked about the new series, Pizza Wars. Look, I think I have once before, but look, it has been really good. So if you're stuck in lockdown and you want to watch something, you can go and watch some Hot Ones. If you haven't heard of it, go check it out. Interviews with A-listers while they're smashing 10 ridiculously hot wings. It makes for a fun and entertaining interview to watch. People that are normally very well presented and well spoken and structured turn to shit, and it all goes pear-shaped. So definitely that's something to do in lockdown. You can go watch a heap of those episodes. I think there's like 14 seasons or something ridiculous. Well, part of that First We Feast family, you've got the Burger Scholars as well, but they've got this new one, Pizza Wars, and it's really good. There's a lady, she's from New York. She's started up out of her house. She started a pizza franchise, and she's grown, and now she's got her own shops, and she's done really well. And she goes up against other different pizza chefs, and these chefs are different styles. So I think last week was Chicago deep dish style pizza. So they had to cook a variation of that, and then it goes to the judges, and they see who wins. Doesn't matter really who wins. The only one that wins is us, because you see they're just drooling, going, wow, look at that. This week's pizza was Detroit. So if you you go see the current video, it's Detroit style pizza. Now, I guess in Australia, we just think as pizza is pizza. In America, it's very, very localized into its areas. So New York, obviously New York, big pizzas, big slices. Chicago deep dish. Then you've got Detroit, seems to be like a square. Like the burgers, it's every state has a different flavor, a different way of doing things, and it's really, really interesting actually as a person to see all these different takes on a classic Italian dish. So very, very cool. Go check that out. That will, I guess, it'll make you hungry, but it'll maybe get you through a couple of hours of lockdown without thinking about how crap it is. Unless you're Scott Morrison, who possibly didn't shit himself in a toilet at McDonald's in 1997. That was hilarious. That's still the funniest thing I've ever heard all year. Rightio. Now, last but not least, Razer Kiyo. That's Kiyo. They've got out a new webcam range. They've got a pro version. It's basically full. You get full HDR, 1080. You can go 1080, 60 frames a second, or you can go 1080, 30 with HDR built in. So depending on what you want to do, fully adaptive focusing and all that stuff. It's another, I guess, high profile take on a fancy webcam that's sort of under that camera budget. So again, as we talked about, the one the other day with the Elgato, this is again coming from a gaming company, but it still would serve a good purpose if you want something decent that's simple to plug and play for your home office scenario if you are working it from home. There is a version that has a light built in, so you can get a ring light put on there, and that's adjustable just by twisting, which I thought was a really, really good take on it. And other than that, very, very cool bit of kit. $200 US for that one. And yeah, looking really, really nice. And with all Razer stuff, looks the goods, a well-made product by a well-made company or a well-known company, so you know you're going to get a decent product. And worst case scenario, if something goes wrong, you're going to get some support there as well, which is always good for technical stuff. So very, very cool. Definitely something to go check out. I think people will be staying home for a lot longer. Webcams, if you're calling your family and that, you don't want a crappy old 480, 720, all that. At least 1080. Has to be at least 1080, but you want a good 1080 if you're going to chat to someone for half an hour on the web and see their face. You don't want to be looking at speckledy, pixelated messes. So yeah, pretty cool. $200, nearly $300 Australian, but again, it's going to last you and be a good bit of kit. Right, well, a busy day. I've got to keep, as I said, I've got to pack up, breakfast, edit, try and get some sleep before last shift tonight, and then 5 weeks since I've seen my little boy, Jack, and I have missed him terribly, and I can't wait to get home to see my little buddy. So I will see you all in a week. We'll come back. We'll have a heap to come back to. We'll have the iCast show would have been done. That'll be happening this week. The iCast in Florida, the fishing show, we'll have that. We can talk about the back end of that South Coast trip as well. There's a heaps to talk about. And I've still got a ton more footage from the last 4 months or 5 months that I can start into, and some different things. We've got fishing, the Barra Classic stuff to do. There's a heap more to come. Don't think that I've run out of stuff. I have heaps of stuff. But anyway, if you've just dropped by, yeah, I'm not normally this cooked and crazy. Most times I am, but this is an exceptionally busy day. I will see you all again when I come back in a week. Have a great week. I'll see you soon, and stay safe and sound wherever you may be. And whether you're going this way, that way, I'll see you soon. Peace.